Do you remember Olivia Juliana? She's a young political activist that the Democrats contracted to start recruiting young men.
No.
Okay.
That one passed me by.
No, this is great. So, more men to the Democrats. I did have it pulled up, but I don't know where it went. Okay, so here it is here. That's a video. We don't want to watch a video. Let's just get some.
This is riveting.
Hang on.
We apologise for this break in transmission. Normal programming will resume shortly as soon as Carly gets her act together.
So you know Harry Sisson and like the soy boys that were helping Biden campaign?
No.
What do you mean? Do you ever go on the internet?
I actively avoid the stuff that makes me want to puke.
This is who was working for the Democrats.
Whoa. Okay, now we're officially getting a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Actually, it was probably short enough that we won't, but yeah.
So the Democrats recruited this young Texan political activist to try and recruit more men over to the Democrat Party.
Right.
And they were spending $20 million to try and get more young men. And guess what?
Sorry. Can help me out here. They spent $20 million trying to get more young men, and that's who they picked to lead that project.
That's the story, yes.
Okay.
And believe it or not, it didn't work.
No.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Wild. After 3 months, she got the sack.
Well,
Shocking.
That is just disgusting behaviour on the part of the Democrats.
Shocking.
Clearly, they needed to take a leaf out of every government's book. When something's not working, you do more of it. They needed to spend $200 million get a bunch of her friends.
She was, hang on, I found that. Let's have a look at this. So she was the Democrat darling. And they spent $20 million in a targeted campaign to sway young white male voters to the DNC. She is a Gen Z influencer and male outreach coordinator.
Just going to say, for $20 million, they probably could have got Sydney Sweeney.
I'm just saying. This
is a very, very body shaming episode.
It's not so much body shaming. I think it's just more. You can gaslight people as much as you want, but the truth will always prevail. And you've tried to push this out. Like, she can be overweight. That is her decision.
It's her decision.
But you cannot tell me and try and convince me that I have to think that's attractive and that young men want to date her.
And this is the thing, that it has not been acceptable to say this for about the last 15 years, but I think it's becoming acceptable to say it again. Pretty much everything in life is sales. Everything, getting into relationships, convincing someone that you're in a relationship with to do or not do.
Everything's marketing.
Everything's marketing. Everything that you are selling all the time in life. And here's a really, really unpleasant fact. We are more likely to say yes to people that we are physically attracted to. That's a fact.
Yeah.
If you want to be more successful at convincing people of something, make yourself more attractive.
Well, nothing highlights this more than the current craziness around that American Eagle ad.
Oh, yeah.
I've got it all loaded up here.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Because that has gone off the chain.
So we touched on it on Monday, and everyone's calling this Nazi dog whistles, eugenics. And like I said, you can take anything and manipulate it if you want to.
And we're not allowed to do some tongue-in-cheek humor anymore. Like, she talks about the fact that her jeans are blue.
Yeah.
Can we not just appreciate the wordplay and the joke?
This is the thing. These women, these left women, and unfortunately, sorry, G, but we're going to have to watch some videos. They've lost the plot. Feminism has radicalized them to the point where this is just mental illness on display.
But this, I'm sorry, I called it again. Over a year ago, I started warning that as we pass peak woke, you are going to find the people that will go down with the ship. The people that they've invested too much into this to be able to walk away from it.
Yeah.
And we have given, and you'll find this in my social media, you'll find this in some of my videos from literally over a year ago. This is the new generation.
I am not a moment.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
I'm talking, lady. We are going to find a new generation of bitter clingers.
Yes.
And that's what's being born right now. Are these women who are going to forever, for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 decades, while they're alive, maybe only 2 decades for some of them.
Yeah.
They are going to cling to this moment in time.
Yeah.
This in their mind, or 3 years ago, will in their mind forever remain the peak of humanity.
I'm not just to save us copyright strikes, I'm going to play it without sound.
Yeah.
I think that might be better. So this is peak woke. This is a Calvin Klein ad.
Okay, so for those who are listening, this is a Calvin Klein ad with I believe this is a You Go Girl sized model.
Yes. Very overweight woman.
There's a lot of stunning and a lot of brave going on in this very Spartan set.
So I've got a couple of things aside from that. Like, it's easy to pick on the woman, but let's look at the set. What is inspiring about this? What is aspirational? Yeah. What makes you want to buy a Calvin Klein? Her body's redundant at this point. Like, she's on a lounge suite in some kind of brutalist Soviet-esque bus stop.
That is exactly what it is.
That's somehow in a studio. Like, what is this?
Also, notice the lack of contrast between her and the couch.
Yeah.
Now, understand, every single thing that you see in a ad or a TV show was chosen.
Yeah.
Right? And if they had budget. Low budget things will occasionally go to someone's house and film it, that sort of stuff. If you're watching it on YouTube, okay, there can be stuff that's just there because that's what was there when they walked into the house. But every professionally produced ad or show is in a purpose-built set.
That would have cost like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
They've spent probably millions of dollars on that shoot. That'd be an enormous soundstage studio that they've rented out for hundreds of thousands of dollars for one day. All the crew, everything. So they've chosen a couch that gives very little to no contrast against her body, right? So they've deliberately chosen that. Then high contrast against this really Spartan background that is also incredibly grimy. Now, maybe they were aiming for a marble look. Maybe that's what that's supposed to be. But to me, that comes off as really dirty, grotty concrete.
It looks like a bus stop.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing I can...
It's a grotty concrete bus stop against an infinite black background with a high gloss or a medium gloss floor that allows you a little bit of reflection there that gives you a little bit of depth. This is, Soviet era brutalist.
But just read this comment here for a second. All I see is a beautiful black woman modeling one of the more notable clothing brands in the world. I don't see an issue. What's with the racism? That's all these people can see. They have been brainwashed to a point where logic has...
No, but this is that's a male that said that, Dr. Ray somebody or other.
No, Hendrix or something, but I think it's a man.
Yeah, so this...
Oh, it's a parody account. I take it back. If it's a parody account, I take it back.
All right. But what we've got here is this provides people with an opportunity to virtue signal. So they talk a lot on the left about dog whistling. And on the right, actually, very few people except for actual neo-Nazis do it. Right, really, honestly, very few people actually do it. But they do it all the time.
Can you read that comment?
No, I can't from here.
I'm glad they not only showed the average black woman body, but also the average black living space.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, we're getting banned for sure. Well, thank you for listening to the last episode of the Oddcast. But can I come back to this? Because
yes,
the left instinctively now lives by the rules for radicals. Saul Alinsky. Now, what he wrote at the time was revolutionary, and it was a manual. It was a tactical handbook, an infantry minor tactics handbook on how to effect change. But that's been talked about and taught so deeply now in our universities and our activism and on the left of politics that it's now just a part of the culture. It's a part of the furniture. One of the key rules that Saul Alinsky espoused was that their reaction is our action. So we don't do something for the purpose of getting closer to where we want to be. We do something for the purpose of eliciting a reaction that we can then use to get us closer to where we want to be. That's exactly what ads like this are. It's not about the ad. It's about the reaction that it gets from other people and how they can then use that to say, see, we told you they were all racist. We told you they were body shamers. We told you they were intolerant bigots. It's actually about how they can then weaponize the reaction.
You've just watched another short clip from the Oddcast, and if you'd like to see the full video, it is over at our dedicated channel. That is the Oddcast HQ on YouTube. We will see you there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and have a chat in the comments.